Surviving the 21st century requires specific life skill sets to address the ever-changing life demands. For many millennials and/or Generation Z, this is a reality, and they are confronted with these demands. As part of the lifelong learning journey, the setting and managing of life goals become a priority when addressing the life demands of the 21st century. Addressing life demands of the 21st century, we need to understand, what is a life goal? Life goals are all the things you want to accomplish in your life. Life goals are what we want to achieve, and it drives our behaviors. It can be personal ambitions, which can take many different forms, personal or career. It gives us a sense of direction and makes us accountable as we strive for goal attainment. So, why is setting life goals so important? It helps you to clarify your behavior and decisions. It gives important feedback about your progress. It makes you aware of your weaknesses, so you can improve and change them into strengths, thereby also boosting your self-image as it makes you responsible for your own success or failures. Setting and managing life goals triggers new behavior. It guides your focus and helps to sustain momentum. It aligns personal focus and promotes a sense of self-mastery. Setting life goals as we move through life can improve mental health, personal and professional success and performance. In achieving your goal success, you need to start with a few basic guiding principles. Write down or track your life goals. Identify your goals and create clarity around them. Prioritizing them allows us to channel our focus on the top important goals. We can then break down our larger, key goals into smaller sub-goals or objectives. Breaking down these goals allows us to plan better. If you want to set deadlines or time frames for accomplishing each small sub-goal, set realistic, sufficiently challenging time frames. When you have time-bound goals, you can better evaluate your progress. You can adapt or adjust our generated pathways accordingly to maximize our chances at success. What is the process and steps needed to make sure we attain our life goals? Here is a framework that will guide us in setting and maintaining life goals. When you design your goals, they should meet the following criteria. A goal should be designed, speaking to your intentions as it guides our behavior. Goals should be stated or written in a specific format which is concrete, clear, and detailed so that we can measure our success. We should be able to break them down into sub-goals if necessary. Goals should be actionable, so stick to setting positive goals rather than avoidance goals. Think about different ways to reach your goals. Generate different pathways. For meaningful life goals, we need to think about different potential ways for achieving them. Brainstorming multiple pathways will help you come up with ideas on how to pursue your goals. Identify the resources you will need. What is absolutely necessary for each step along the way. Use a planner, an app, or whatever else you find most valuable. When you're faced with obstacles, think about how you will overcome these obstacles. When setting life goals, it is important to consider the possible barriers that may arise. Plan for potential obstacles. How can you avoid or overcome obstacles through proactive strategizing? Use positive self-talk. Our self-talk is very powerful. Preparing proactively for worst-case scenarios helps counter pessimistic self-talk, but your perceived self-efficacy is also critical to goal accomplishment. Develop resilience. It is possible to develop your capacity to deal with setbacks through resilience training and exercises. Evaluate your progress. Remember that your priorities might change along the way, so evaluation is not necessarily about success or failure. Set your life goals and adopt best practice guidelines to make the whole journey a positive experience. Draw on a few objectives for healthier life goals. Be realistic. Try to keep things in perspective both when designing your goals and as you work toward them. A healthy goal is a positive approach goal. Rather than setting negative avoidance goals, set yourself positive targets. Be ready to fail along the way. Resilience is the capacity to persevere in spite of setbacks and obstacles. Resilience is a useful skill to develop and can facilitate how you plan to overcome obstacles. Can you brainstorm some alternative pathways? Involve others. They help us generate ideas, but they are social resources that we can reach out to for support along the way. Break goals down where possible and celebrate progress towards a larger life goal. How to create an action plan to achieve life goals. Goals do not simply achieve themselves. You need to write an action plan to help you reach your goals. An action plan gives a clear idea of how to get to where you want to go, what it will take to get there, and how you will find the motivation to keep driving forward. There are 3 elements that will assist you to achieve life goals. Determine your why. Articulate what makes you feel fulfilled. Once you understand your why, you'll be able to clearly articulate what makes you feel fulfilled and better understand what drives your behavior. When you can do that, you'll have a point of reference for everything you do going forward. Write down your goal. This makes it concrete and visible, making it more likely that you will achieve your goals. Set SMART goals to guide you in obtaining your life goals. By establishing a SMART goal, brainstorm the steps, tasks, and tools you will need to make your actions effective. Let us look at the SMART acronym. Specific. Narrow your goal down and target one thing you want to accomplish. To get started, answer the W questions. Who? What? Where? When? And why? Measurable. To make sure you are meeting the goal, establish tangible and measurable metrics to follow your progress and identify how you'll collect the data. Attainable. Think about the tools or skills needed to reach your goal. If you don't possess them, figure out how you can attain them. Relevant. Why does the goal matter to you? Does it align with other goals? These types of questions can help you determine the goal's true objective and whether it's worth pursuing. Time-bound. Whether it's a daily, weekly, or monthly target, deadlines can motivate us to take action sooner than later. Tracking and evaluating your goals is important to ensure that you are on course. Take one step at a time. Use a map to navigate an action plan. Your action plan needs to include step-by-step instructions on how you'll reach your goal. These are mini goals that help you get where you need to go, and it helps you determine the specific actions you need to take at each stage. Order your tasks by priority. Review your list and place your tasks in the order that makes the most sense. The most important step can make the biggest impact, which can save time. Schedule your tasks. Setting a deadline for your goal is a must. It prevents you from delaying the start of your action plan. You should also assign tasks a start and end date for each action step you have created, as well as a timeline for when you'll complete specific tasks. Stay on track with healthy habits. It will help motivate you to reach your goal. Healthy habits include creating lists. Not only do they help make your goals a reality, but lists also keep your action plan organized, create urgency, and help track your progress. Lists provide structure. They reduce anxiety by showing you completed tasks. It also gives a sense of achievement. So be sure to tick them off as you go. Review and reset as necessary. Achieving any personal goal is a process. You may experience setbacks. Schedule frequent reviews, daily, weekly, or monthly, to see how you're progressing. You may need to alter your action plan. Rework it so you are able to reach the goal you have set. When you want to learn how to set goals and develop an action plan, whether you want to lose weight, learn a new skill, or make more money, you need to create a realistic plan to get you there. It will guide you in establishing realistic steps and time frames to achieve your goal. Best of all, it will keep you on track when you stumble. And we all do.